You were motivated to call in. Why?
Yes, after the guy was saying how important it is to be nice and not nasty to your baby daddy or whatever, your ex-husband. I have never had any kids, so it's not coming from a spiteful place or anything like that. But I just feel like that's a crazy misogynistic mindset. And I just wanted to say that I think
how much proof do you need? If you need proof that you should always protect yourself from female nature and the rigged court system, then this video sums it all up perfectly. Let me bring you up to speed. Tyrese Gibson, a well-known actor, recently went to jail for not paying child support, and there is a live stream of a female attorney breaking down the case in a ridiculous way. But here's where it gets interesting. After the breakdown, she opens up the stream for callers, and a man calls in. What happens next will show you exactly why men are constantly set up for failure in this system. I want you to listen carefully and take notes, because the reactions he gets from the women tell you everything you need to know. We're gonna let him talk for 2 minutes. Let's roll the clip.
We got Shelby. Shelby, you ready?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Shelby. Oh, yes. You're a gentleman? You sound like a man?
Yes, I am. I'm from New York. I'm from New York City, and I just stumbled on your podcast. So much respect to you. Much respect. It's not easy, but I must disagree with you ladies on this.
Let's hear it.
I'm a man, and I just went through the child support system, and it is not pleasant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have 50-50 custody of my daughter, right?
Okay.
And my daughter's mother still put me on child support, right?
Okay.
I try to tell women, when you're nasty to your baby father or your ex-husband, whatever the judge awards you, that number is going to be it. So if you award, that's it. That's it.
Right.
But people don't realize that life does happen. You may need more money in February or more money in June, whatever, because life does happen. If you're nasty to this man, right?
Yes.
And we're out in child support court, when you need something from that man, which will happen, he's going to remember how you treated him in child support court. And a wise woman always told me, you can get a lot more from a man if you're nice to him, if you're reasonable to him, right? My daughter's mother is always in financial binds, right? I help out my child. I don't help her out. Just because how she treated me in child support court, right? And I'm a man.
Shelby, absolutely. Are you guys earning the same amount of money, or do you make substantially more than she?
I make double what she makes.
Okay.
Right? Even though I have 50-50 custody, physical custody, which I'm blessed to have, I still give her a few dollars a month. So my child support is, I'm not going to lie, is very low. It's like 5% of my overall income. So I'm blessed. So I can't complain.
The moment this guy starts talking, they pounce on him. Just look at the chat. Kevin Samuel's rhetoric coming. Dusty, Tomato. They had zero interest in hearing what he had to say. And why? Because he is a man. And he was right. Now, before we break down their response, let's take a look at the key points this man made. 50-50 custody and still paying child support. This is the most rigged system imaginable. Men are out here paying child support for kids that aren't even biologically theirs. And even when they are, like in his case, he's forced to pay despite having equal custody. You can't make this stuff up. The baby mama? Oh, she'll take that money without a second thought. She probably wanted even more, and that's why she acted nasty in court. Lawyers encourage this behavior, telling women to lie, make up wild stories, all to make sure the father loses. The system is stacked against men. It's exactly why Tyrese's ex-wife left him before that kid could even talk, making sure the mother secures full custody. Point 2. child support is never set. Judges change the amount whenever they feel like it. Men think they've settled the issue, but the courts will come back and demand more, especially if they think you're earning more. 3. The catch more flies with honey truth. He said it best. Women could get more from men by simply being cooperative. But these women aren't interested in child support unless they're admitting they are children in adult bodies. The money isn't going to the kids, it's going to mommy. They know it, and they'll weaponize the court system to squeeze men dry. Now let's listen to the woman's response.
The last comment we'll have for today comes from Glam Girl. How you doing?
Hey, Simone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Okay,
I can
perfect.
hear you.
Perfect. This is my first time ever calling in, so love the
you.
show.
Thank you.
I was just motivated to call in after
You were motivated to call in. Why?
Yes, after the guy was saying how important it is to be nice and not nasty to your baby daddy or whatever, your ex-husband. I have never had any kids, so it's not coming from a spiteful place or anything like that. But I just feel like that's a crazy misogynistic mindset. And I just wanted to say that I think for the women that are listening, it's really important not to get sucked into that mindset and do look for what is legally appropriate for your ex-husband or the father of your kids to be paying. Because I know a lot of people who have gotten sucked into that, where a lot of times they're not even asking for child support because they're looking for the father of their kids to be involved in the children's lives. And they feel like, they feel like, well, if I look for child support, the dad isn't going to be there. And, it will end up being detrimental to the kids. Yeah. And what happens a lot of times is the fathers who want to be a part of their children's lives will always be a part of their children's lives.
That's true.
So the ones who
didn't want to do it will find an excuse.
Exactly. They will always find an excuse. And a lot of times you still don't put them on child support and you think that they're going to now be involved. They're not even weekend dads. They are, sporadically here and there. The same way the guy was even saying, I throw her a few bucks or whatever he said. I give her a few dollars. Like, is that worth it to get a few dollars here and there than for you to really go to court and get what is rightfully your child so that their life is set up for them to, really prosper and have that solid foundation. So that's all I called in to say. I'm hoping that nobody fell for that.
Their logic is just unbelievable. This is what an agent of chaos sounds like. Let me know in the comments what exactly is misogynistic about a man saying it's better for mothers to be civil and cooperative with fathers. Calling him a misogynist is pure projection. These women don't want to be held accountable for anything. They want to disrespect you, take your money, and walk away without facing any consequences. No-fault divorce, irreconcilable differences, false accusations, child support for kids that aren't even yours. It's all designed to benefit them. And if you're still down on this, just look at the chat. Everyone in that live stream agrees with the women. Why? Because in their eyes, the man's higher income automatically makes him the villain. The narrative is simple. If you're a man with resources, you're expected to provide no matter what. And these women will use their children as leverage to get what they want.
Baby, if my ex-man made $270,000, you better believe we would have an agreement that he will pay for college. And you know what? Because he's a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm going to make sure that money is today. So part of the order would be, okay, maybe you're going to give me 10, and then every month you're going to put another 10 every month into a college fund until it is funded at with interest bearing, at what we think college, a full time of college or whatever is going to be, because you cannot trust this man to get more movies and this, that, and the third, because he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I agree with you, Simone. Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what's fair or unfair, who's right or wrong, or what's best for the child. Their entire argument is based on one thing: making sure they get what they want. This is why single mothers, especially when raising boys, are failing. Female nature is selfish and self-centered, and trying to reason with them is a waste of time. Until laws change, culture changes, or society starts holding them accountable, they will continue doing this. Men, you have to protect yourself at all times. Don't play with this fire because, trust me, you will get burned.
This is not your friend, and it's not going to be your friend for many, many years. And so I always say, instead of approaching this as though you're divorcing a friend, you need to do it as though this is a business dispute where a business is being split and each of you are going your ways. You need to ask for everything that you feel entitled to.
Management, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.